Right here I'm doing the play-by-play of UFC Undisputed 3, a game that came out in February of this year. The mode I'm in right now is the Pride mode. It's a brand new mode to the series and to the game. And the character I'm going to pick is Mirko Cro Cop and going against Kevin Randleman. Kevin Randleman and Cro Cop had an exciting fight a few years back in which Kevin Randleman upset Mirko Cro Cop, who was considered to be one of the best fighters of that time, in 1 minute and 35 seconds with an extraordinary knockout. Now, the reason why I picked this Pride mode is because Pride has a different set of rules than the UFC. If you watch the UFC or if you follow anything in mixed martial arts, you will notice that in Pride they allow knees to the head, soccer kicks, face stomps, things of that nature, which in the unified rules of the UFC they do not allow. They find it to be safer to not have those types of kicks involved in the match. So one thing that's going on right now with the screen is that it's loading, obviously, but the load times are ridiculously long for this game. It's the one minor quirk, but that's been consistent throughout the whole series. Now you're seeing legitimate intros for how Pride used to look back in the day and time. I skipped through it because the intros would take like 3 minutes, and that was just too long, I'm being honest. Now, the fight's about to begin here, and he's just coming out swinging, touching gloves, he's just coming out swinging. Now, anybody who's played these games or has even seen videos of these games can tell right off the bat that the fighting is much crisper and is much more tight. And tight meaning that when you're throwing punches and you're throwing your kicks, that they're connecting cleanly and that the controls is fluid. And it's a much more balanced fighting mechanic than it has been in the previous iterations of the game. That comes from an 18-month development cycle that THQ decided to do, THQ being the developer of the game, which they decided to do instead of doing a yearly series. Now, as you can see, me being Cro Cop, just going, swinging some combos real quick, going for a straight takedown. What I was originally trying to do here was try to get him dazed enough with some hammer fists, punching him on the ground, and some ground and pound to push up and to show you the face stomps. But he got up quicker than I was able to execute it. So we're back standing up, swinging some punches, going in for a single collar tie. I went in for a takedown, but he stuffed it with a sprawl and he just pushed back up. Now you have the hooks coming in, Kevin Randleman, he's doing his thing, but shooting for a takedown under a punch was the best way to do. Now as I popped off, he just came up because he's a wrestler, he got up quickly and shot for a takedown. Now what is most interesting here is the submissions. Before the mini game that they have going where when one player has to cover the other player's circle, they used to have what they call the shining method, which is when you would take the analog stick and just circle it and just roll it around in a circle. That was the most asinine, stupid thing that they ever did. So them putting in this mini game makes submissions easier and much more fun to do. Because before nobody would even try them because it was damn near impossible. Now as you see with the head kick, knocked him out, a couple of hammer fist punches at the end of the match just for good measure.